Okay, my mic is on. Sorry, hi! Hello! Bear with me, because I forgot to change where my camera is situated. I think it's fine, but... Hello! Holly, Birdie, welcome in. Hello, hello. I hope you're all having a good night. I'm gonna address this before I forget. I ate something that did not agree with my... something, and I have a fat lip. It's because I ate something I'm allergic to. I still don't know what it is, but I can't leave it alone because it's like affecting how I talk and how I close my mouth. So if y'all see me messing with my lip, that is why. And I'm trying not to. I'm trying really hard not to. Hi, Maggie. But so if I'm making weird faces tonight, that is the reason. I have no idea what I ate. I can't think of anything that I ate today that should have given me a reaction. But it did. So here we are. I'll probably take a Benadryl before bed and just like pass out. But yeah. Welcome. We are... No, I didn't eat either of those things, Birdie. I didn't. I literally have no idea. I had toast. I had coffee. And it happened well before the tomatoes that I had tonight. So, like, I don't know. It's been this way all day long. I don't know what I did. So, I have to show you guys what I got. I'm so excited about it. It's Nancy Drew magnifying glass. And it's really cool. And it makes me really happy. It has like zero purpose in my real life, but it makes me incredibly happy. Maggie, you messaged me that and I love that so much. I'm so happy you're here. I am so excited to play this game. And I'm like, I finally took it out of the box tonight. I got it yesterday. I say finally. I got it yesterday and I'm just like, it's so pretty and it's the perfect size for my hand, which is hard because my hand is small. So we're gonna stick her back here with Radic for tonight until I find a better place for it. It has a purpose for a post that is coming, but that's a secret surprise. So yeah, Detective Grimoire is in the way. Hang on. Do not bite your lip. Don't do it. Just don't do it. No. Oh. Do I need that? There we go. Okay. Sorry. We were figuring things out, and now we have figured it out. I'm just going to move everything. I'm glad that you enjoyed it while playing it. I am very excited to play it tonight. Birdie, oh my goodness. Maybe Christmas. We'll talk about it. So yeah, I saw Medio play a very small amount of this one. I saw him play a lot more of the sequel, but I was immediately obsessed. So I wanted to play it myself, and I figured, why not play it blind on stream? So yeah, we're gonna get started because I'm like dying to play it. It was really hard. I've had it in my Steam for like since Medio did his 12-hour stream, and it has been really hard not to play it. I made sure it worked, so like I watched the opening sequence, but otherwise I have not played it at all. So I did not do that. I wish I had done that. So. Let me know if you guys can hear it okay. I will turn things up or down depending on what wants to be. Oh, wow, it's showing me this really loud. We're just gonna... There we go. Birdie, I think you'll like the art in this game.
2025 last night, a murder occurred in a remote part of this swamp. A small tourist attraction, deep within the heart of the marsh.
Hold on. A tourist attraction? Here?
Arcane, welcome in.
I don't get it. Why
I'm
would anyone
excited to
come
play.
Here by choice.
I've explained this already. This area is famous.
Famous. All I read was that some idiot thought they saw an alien here 100 years ago.
Get your
Okay.
facts straight for once. We're talking about a creature that's lived in the swamp for over 60 years.
I'm gonna turn it down,
so it's a
and I will
60.
also sit closer to the
Still
mic.
don't see what matters.
If it matters to anyone, it's you. That creature is our prime suspect.
The murder suspect?
That's right. This is no Loch Ness monster. You need to be taking this seriously.
No, look, come on. How am I supposed to arrest something that might not exist?
We've always enjoyed a challenge before. You can start by reading this.
Our case file? Heh, there's not a lot of it, is there?
As usual, we only know the bare essentials at this point.
All right. Richard Remington, founder of tourist attraction Boggy's Bog, was found dead outside his office at 20:45 last night. I don't know army time, so I'm not gonna have. I can't help y'all. Exact cause of death unknown. 3 small wounds to the chest suggest an attack from a clawed creature. Slime around the wound and footprints found at the scene suggest the culprit was Boggy, the legendary swamp creature. Any of the 7 other people present at the swamp that night could hold vital information. Okay, so this is just showing us the images. Interesting. Boggy doesn't look like he has any claws, though. Okay.
Our murder victim, Richard Remington, he was in charge of this, tourist attraction. Boggy's Bog? What a name.
Boggy is the name of our creature. Well, nowadays it is.
You mean that stupid cartoon character? I've heard of him. That thing is our murder suspect?
There's more to Boggy than
I forgot
the
Streamlabs was
cartoon
gonna be doing
character,
that.
I promise you, this is the place it all began.
He's just a
Find
little
out
bog
soon
frog.
enough.
That's amazing, Maggie. Oh my goodness. He is a little bog frog. Chapter 1, A Swamp Full of Secrets. Alright. While it's at a pause, I do just want to say, so tonight is not a fundraiser specific night. However, you can see I still have everything up, and Streamlabs is still doing its thing. So if you're not able to make it on Tuesday nights for the fundraiser and you would like to donate, you are welcome to do so. If we were to reach a goal milestone tonight, though, the giveaway would happen on a stream specific night. So if we reached a $500 milestone tonight, we would not do a giveaway until Tuesday. Just because that's what I have been saying consistently as I advertised all of this, and I don't want people who would like to be there for a giveaway to miss it. So, yeah, the giveaways, the fundraiser is still going on. It's going on all through April. However, this is not like a fundraiser specific event / stream. So yeah, there we go. I forgot to say it when we started. So let's keep playing.
Your case file is in the top right. You can look at your clues and suspect profiles in here. When you've collected some, of course. I'll stay and guard our boat, so if you're confused, come back here and I'll help you.
Okie dokie.
Baxos, what's troubling you?
Your mustache is troubling me. That thing seems to be longer every time I see you.
Oh,
You've been
hang on,
warned
guys,
about
just a
this,
second. My
detective.
husband is
Don't talk about
calling.
my facial hair. Now I won't talk about yours.
What's wrong with mine? Yeah, it's perfectly under control. It's trimmed and ready for action.
Grimoire, you're supposed to be investigating a murder. Stop wasting time.
Sorry. Alright, let's keep going.
That's where I need to go. I can switch to walk mode with the button in the bottom right. Oh, and if I'm feeling confident, I can turn off those sparkly hit icons in the
Ooh,
options menu.
okay. This has an interesting UI. I like it.
Wow, you didn't get lost yet.
No, I only just got here. Who are you?
You don't remember. Of course, you're not great at remembering. I should be offended, though.
I remember you, but I've been trying to forget.
Saw your hat blow through here already. You must be slow, if it wouldn't even wait for you.
Well, if you'll let me, I'd better go after it. You can wait here and be
You'll
faithful.
get lost. I would never forgive myself if I let you go through without the map.
Oh,
have
she's
a
got a
map
map
of this
for
swamp?
us.
Not anymore. I'm giving it to you.
You should really stay here. It's dangerous. There's been a murder. Although I suppose you know all about it already?
They're saying it was the creature, but it can't be him. He doesn't seem like a killing sort of creature. Nope. He's a different sort of creature.
Wait, what do you mean? If you... She disappeared.
She's just gone.
Might
Okay.
pretend
I might pretend I imagined her. Same. Let's do that.
is an opportunity for a photographic memento. The two characters are an explorer and Boggy himself. Are they fighting?
Interesting.
It's an old statue of Boggy. His feet are hidden in a bucket of murky water. The fence that seems to surround this entire...
Okay.
I still don't quite understand why we have a tourist attraction. Don't forget to use walk mode to move around.
Yes.
Just my luck, the gate's closed.
Okay.
Looks like I can move
excuse
these
me.
metal latches around. I should just have to slide at least one of them out of the bottom of the lock. Then I'll be able to get through this gate. Probably.
Probably. That was close. I didn't think it would go through for a second. There we go.
Don't forget to use...
Yes, I know. I'm sorry.
Just my...
But I
should just
undid
have to
it.
Then I'll be able to... Probably.
I did it though, right? You guys saw that, right? I got it out.
Hey, nice.
There we go.
I might get one of these from my... This is the tourist attraction? The whole thing just doesn't make sense to me. Let's do some thinking. Drag any two stray thoughts
Okay.
into those slots at the bottom. And flick through the connecting statements in between to make a sentence. Tap the confirm button to try it out. I just have to focus my thoughts.
This is
And reach a
interesting.
conclusion. Boggy's Bog seems like the middle of nowhere. The swamp is far too remote for the tourist attraction to make any money. It's really bugging me. What's the story behind this place?
Interesting.
There's a hollow part of the tree, right at the front, but it's too dark to see inside.
Okay.
Note to self,
Don't
Don't
fall
fall
in. Okay. Let's go this way.
these flower petals seem a little out of place lying on the ground over there. A rather prominent tree stump looming over the wooden pathway. It's hard to ignore.
The music is phenomenal. I'm loving it so
visit the
far.
crime scene before. I think Officer James said it was to the west.
It's to the west. Okay. And he doesn't want me to do anything else. So let's go do that.
I should visit the crime scene before I do anything else. I think Officer James said it was to the west.
Oh wait, that is the west. My bad. Up there. Okay.
There's a narrow path here leading up that hill and through the trees. It doesn't look inviting. I'm not sure it's part of the tourist attraction.
We're gonna explore it, obviously. Oh, look. There we go. That's where we needed to be.
So, this is where they found Remington's body.
Okay.
There's an open window above Remington's body. One of the curtains is ripped and hanging on the outside.
Ooh.
I can't get in here without a key. And I don't feel like kicking the door down. Maybe if I get desperate later on. The strange footprints stop right by these reeds. Maybe I should take a closer look. Maybe I can move some of them out of the way.
Come on. I'm moving too fast.
A strange pair of
Ooh, green flippers.
badly hidden in the reeds outside the office. I can't. Maybe if I get desperate later on. Maybe if I get.
Oh, okay. I can't go. I need to find a key. Où est le clé? Where is it?
What's this? There's a lockpick dropped amongst the weeds down here
Oh.
in the water. I just have to work out which vine to break and tap that button. That's the one, but I wonder where this...
Can I use it? No? It's evidence, so I can't use it? If you'll excuse me for just a second, guys, I have to go and remind my older two children that bedtime does not mean running full speed into the walls. Yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that.
I can't get in here without a key.
Come on,
Maybe if I
dude.
could-
What? Currently throwing a temper tantrum because I told them they can't run into... Come on, dude. You have a lockpick. I really can't use it? Okay. They're currently throwing temper tantrums because I told them not to run into the walls.
Some suspects. Let's get this investigation started.
I might have to go and deal with them again, but...
All right, let's see. Another suspect for my notebook.
That's a little rude.
No, I'm sorry. Did I say that bit
My
out loud?
oldest in particular
Maybe
is
not.
just...
Maybe I can hear your thoughts.
So would you be able to answer my questions before I asked you?
Would you be
Not
able
even
to question
crying,
my
just
answers
yelling
before I tell
at the
you?
top of her
I could
lungs.
try.
I'm Bobby Burrow, professional cameraman. Pleased to meet you.
Lockpicks
I'm
for a
Detective
cute
Grimoire.
clue, not for you.
I'm here to investigate
Yeah.
last night's murder. Obviously.
Grimoire. Strange. Is that your first name?
It's actually my 23rd.
He's got some great
But it's the one I like
lines.
best. So you already told me what you do, but now, why would a cameraman be working here?
I go where I'm needed. Vincent wanted to come to the swamp, and I was happy to help.
Vincent Vanderpeer. You mean that man standing on that rock over there?
That's right. I've worked with him for many years.
Is he your boss?
Oh, I don't know about that. We work together. He's tried to film here before, but he never got permission until about a week ago.
Oh, really? But why did you want to come here in the first place?
If you're looking for a reason to write down in your notebook, I'm sure he can tell you if you ask him. I'm just the guy
Is
who
he
carries
originally
around the
from our
camera.
home state?
You always carry that camera
Who?
with you?
Most of the
Vanderpeer. Oh, Vanderpeer.
You were here yesterday, I presume.
I
Last
didn't get
night?
it for a second,
Yes,
but
I
now I
was.
get it. I
Here in
mean,
this clearing?
No, I was over at the cafe getting something to eat.
if he's not, he
Richard
better
Remington
be
was
from
there, too.
actual.
Remington. You saw him last night? Just before the murder?
That's right, I saw him. He left the cafe looking rather
I
ill.
completely lost my
I
train of
offered to
thought.
help, but he just wanted to go back to his office. He looked like he had a lot on his mind.
He was ill yesterday?
Perhaps it was
Yes,
something
that
new.
one. If he's not, he better actually be from the Netherlands. Sorry, I keep
Yes, do you
hearing
have
my
a message for
oldest,
me?
and
No. I
it keeps
think so.
killing my
Then why are you here?
brain
I'm
cells.
incredibly busy.
You don't look it. Who are you anyway?
What a question. You're serious?
Do we think
I
the
am
hair is
Vincent
real?
Vanderpeer,
That's the real
The
question.
famous movie director?
the artist, the visionary, the auteur. I'm a man of many talents.
That's great. Let's hope you have a talent for answering my questions.
My
You're
headphones
in
are
my
all
lap.
tangled up.
Could you take a few steps back, please?
No.
But then I'll be too far away to talk to you.
I know.
Can anyone
Right.
just walk in here and start filming?
Okay.
Vincent Vanderpeer only recently got permission from Richard Remington to film here in the swamp. I wonder if Mr. Vanderpeer has been breaking rules.
Oh, a
Or
challenge.
maybe he'll have an excuse.
Okay. I'm intrigued. What do we do?
I heard this isn't the first time you've tried to film here.
Where? In the swamp? What are you talking about?
Remington has denied you the filming permission in the past.
Oh, that. Nothing but the natural process of being in a profession like mine. Every situation simply requires the right approach before the gears start turning smoothly. You understand, I'm sure.
Why did Remington not want you filming here? And why did he change his mind?
It wasn't even up to him. This area is protected, you know. There are certain rules, certain regulations. I encounter this kind of thing all the time, really.
That
Is he
doesn't explain
recording
why he
himself
changed
every
his
time
tune.
he touches the
It's a
phone?
little suspicious.
Why would you say that?
A famous movie director suddenly gets his way. I wonder how that happened. Time to use my notebook.
Oh my
Just drag an
goodness.
item onto the paper to draw the idea.
I am going to have to go and deal with her in just a second because
Well,
that is not
bribe
acceptable.
is a strong word. It was just a little arrangement between friends. Nothing worth getting upset about. I simply promised him a cut of my next movie's profits. It made sense, since he owned the area anyway. Just a favor for a favor.
So you have owed him money.
Only a small percentage, simply out of courtesy. And not for
unless
a
she
long
calms
time
down,
either.
I am gonna have to go back in there. But I think we might. Okay.
What's a famous guy like you doing in a place like this?
Quite. I'm sure you're thinking, why doesn't he send an assistant? But that's not the way this director works.
But what are you doing?
I'm feeling, I'm experiencing, I'm discovering. This area, the history, the atmosphere, it's the perfect setting for my next film. I'm on a scouting mission to get to know this swamp before I begin work on the latest masterpiece in a string of masterpieces.
Oh my.
You're
Okay.
making a movie about Bobby. About the swamp creature?
Of course, he's a fascinating individual, isn't he? So mysterious.
No idea. I haven't met him yet. Is that your cameraman over there?
Yes, that's right. Bobby Burl, my faithful right-hand man. Well, faithful enough, you know.
No, I don't know.
He's an expert cameraman. Really knows his trade, of course. But he gets a bit muddled when it comes to priorities.
Like how? You mean he's lazy? He doesn't look lazy. Looks a bit scary.
Oh no.
He looks a bit
He
scary.
just has a little hobby that sometimes distracts him from his work.
What's his
But I wouldn't
hobby?
want anyone else shooting for me.
Okay, we're gonna ask this last question, and then I'm gonna go talk
Were
to my
you
daughter
working yesterday?
because
Here in the swamp, I mean?
she is.
Indeed, I was working
just
very hard
angry
indeed,
screaming.
well into the night.
She's not even crying.
Hard
She's
work, is
just
it?
like,
Getting to know the swamp?
you know, when you're really
Yes,
upset and you
but
scream into
yesterday
a
I was
pillow
getting
or
even
want to scream
more
into a
involved
pillow.
than
She
usual.
is
Yes.
doing that, except
Difficult
not
to
into her
comprehend,
pillow.
I know.
So what kind of work were you doing?
Well, I was unable to find my faithful cameraman last night. He had hidden himself quite completely from view.
Bobby Burrow, right? Did you need him to film for you?
Always. But being a resourceful type of man, I stepped up and took on the responsibility myself. I was filming in this exact area, in fact.
Oh, you were right
You
here?
were filming? Last night? Here?
Yes, at the time of the murder, I believe. But wait, I know what you're thinking. Now, don't forget, I'm not here to shoot some experimental documentary. I have no interest in late-night surveillance footage.
Did you see anything at all? Or what is it you were filming?
The water. I was filming the water. It's a fascinating subject, one that has me captivated to the point where
So, you didn't see anything useful? I was silent there for a minute.
Nothing useful to you, my good detective. But there are some odd sounds on the audio track.
Odd
Nothing but wild
sounds,
animals
huh?
going about their nighttime rituals, I'm sure.
Is there something I should ask the cameraman?
Um,
Vincent Vanderpeer told me that Bobby Burrow was nowhere to be found last night. Simple enough. What was Mr. Burrow doing last night that meant he couldn't help out his boss?
oh my goodness. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Welcome in and thank you so much. That was very generous. So it looks like I cannot read it on here because it's too small. Hang on, let me. We have reached our $500 milestone. So, like I said earlier, we won't be doing the giveaway this stream. All of the giveaways will happen on specific fundraiser streams. So, if you guys here want to be part of that giveaway, which is the $500 milestone is a Nancy Drew game of choice off of Steam, to help complete or start someone's collection. If you're interested in winning that giveaway prize, you will just have to come back on Tuesday for our next fundraiser stream, which will be 8 p.m. on Tuesday, where we'll do some more talking about cystic fibrosis, and I keep looking down. I don't know why I'm looking over there. I don't have anything to look at over there. Where we will do some more talking about cystic fibrosis, and we'll be playing more Nancy Drew. I think we're playing scary Nancy Drew games on Tuesday night. So, but Em, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you. And my toddler stopped screaming. Look at that. Look at that, Em. You also got my kid to calm down. Oh. Interesting. Yeah. Well, yeah, and we did bedtime, and I gave them some extra things tonight. I was like, you guys can have some books. Let's try and do some books before bed, and then let's try and... My oldest got to stay up a little bit longer because she did something that I asked her to that isn't normally part of her routine. And then bedtime rolled around, and they decided that it was a great idea to run around their bedroom at full speed, running into walls and stuff. Today's a screamy day for Holly too. It's been a long one. Oh no, Holly. So yeah, what you may have missed is I went in there to talk to them about how they can't be running full tilt at the walls at bedtime. And my oldest decided that the best way to respond to that was to scream. Just scream, not even cry, just every 5 seconds, just scream at the top of her lungs. So that's been fun for the last 10 minutes, but she's stopped now, so we can keep playing.
Oh?
Challenge unlocked. Okay, let's see.
I heard from Mr. Vanderpure over there that you were nowhere to be found last night.
Didn't I say I was at the cafe?
Yeah, you did. But your director needed you for some filming, and he couldn't find you. What were you doing that was so important?
Well, let's see. After I ate, I had a walk around the swamp. I didn't have my camera, so I was free to stretch my legs for once.
Where was your camera? Don't you carry it around with you all the time?
No, not all the time.
You left it with Vanderpure, and he used it instead that night.
That's right, he was looking after that camera. So I went for a late-night stroll. This place is beautiful in the evenings.
You just walked around? You didn't do anything? Didn't see anyone?
Well, I can't say that. I have various ways to pass the time, you know.
This game is giving me humongous entertainment vibes with Nancy Drew vibes, with choose your own adventure vibes, because you can get these questions wrong, and I'm loving it.
Vanderpure said you had a hobby on the side.
Is that what he said? Well, yes, he's right. I brought two
A
cameras
lot
with
of
me
Spy
when I
Fox
came here.
vibes.
I left my video camera.
And the animation
yes,
style is
but I
part
have
of it
another
for
one.
me.
It's much smaller, and it only takes black and white photographs. You know the kind I mean?
A really old one?
Yeah, really
Yes,
old
I
one.
suppose so. I've always enjoyed traditional photography, and this place is a wonderful opportunity to take some pictures of a natural environment.
So, you were having some time off to take black and white photographs? For fun?
Only one photograph. You have to be disciplined when you're not using a digital camera.
Can I see it?
Of course. I took it near the woods at the back of the swamp. It's quite an interesting shot, but the light qualities weren't perfect. Here we are. Feel free to take a look.
Wait, what? This is a photo?
I haven't developed it yet. I only took it last night.
You thought you were out of brownies and then you found some. It's a
Just
good
brush
night.
the developing fluid over the photo to reveal the image.
Ooh. I am like, this is such a simple thing, but I am a sucker for like, hold your mouse over something to reveal it. Photo. I just, they made. Aw, it didn't let me do the whole thing.
What? Is that Boggy? The swamp creature just standing in the water?
It could be. Personally, I'm not convinced, but I'll let you decide for yourself.
I'm salty that I didn't get to, like, it developed without. Being in the photo seems to have long legs. Interesting. Okay. I think we've talked. Oh, wait. Can I talk to him about. So, like, can I ask him about.
You should ask someone else.
Oh, okay. Alright. Never mind then. I can go this way. Let's go this way.
I don't think it's a window, but this hatch is shut at the moment. I can't see inside. This side of the museum is surrounded by blue and red flowers.
Ooh. Blue and red flowers.
That museum is quite a nice building, which makes it look even more out of place in a swamp. Is it being held up in wooden supports? It's bizarre. The door's jammed unless I can get these brass handles out of the way. Seems like I can rotate them around, just until the gap in the middle is clear.
Okay, okay.
That top hat guy would have so struggled with this one.
Top hat guy. Is there a game before this? Hello. I was under the impression this was the first game, but I feel like he's making allusions to...
Some educational... Did you know swamps are gross?
Yes, I did.
Yes, I did. I'd better take a look at this.
There was a Flash game. Okay. Because when I looked up, the only two I could find was this Entangled Tower and then the new one that's not out yet.
This journal, it's full of drawings and notes all about Boggy.
Okay.
It seems to be the centerpiece of the entire museum.
There seems to be a page ripped from the back. Interesting. He has... These don't seem like very sharp... 3 small claws. His feet are always hidden in the water. Interesting.
Models of Boggy's claws. Hold on. What's this? Something doesn't seem right here. I think I should try arranging these models into pairs. Something seems out of place.
Okay.
I don't think these gloves are part of the exhibit. It looks like someone tried to hide them here.
Ooh. Interesting. They're flippers. Okay.
There's a little door in the wall here.
It's locked. Alright, let's talk to the dude.
Let me guess, you don't work here, do you? I wonder if that makes you the first tourist I've seen today.
You're incorrect, Detective. I am no mere tourist.
How did you know I was a detective? Was it my stylish trench coat?
My stylish trench coat.
It was the clueless expression on your face.
What are
Oh.
you talking about?
Yeah, that's the one.
Right. That's it. You've done it now. What's your name?
I go by Folder. Agent Folder. What are you doing?
More of a prototype. Okay. I write bad things of you in my notebook.
I'm writing in my diary, and it's been a long
Oh
time.
my goodness. This is great.
So,
This is so great.
tourist, and you don't work here.
I am a scholar, an academic. I'm here to research the past and uncover the future.
Hey.
So, you're visiting the museum for fun.
Fun! Well, there's nothing so simple as fun to be had here. I come to this museum.
Susie, hi!
Secrets.
Ah,
Hello, welcome
It's just a
in.
museum about
We're
Bobby,
playing
right?
Detective
The swamp
Grimoire.
creature.
He's one of the most
And I'm
intriguing
loving
examples
it.
of cryptozoology.
Birdie, I think
Fascinating
Ravioli would like
combination
this
of
game.
scientific fact and wild speculation.
I'm with you
I
on the
am
speculation front. Although,
Good, we are
hard to
good.
think of
We
it.
are
People
having a
have been
great
hinting that I should
time.
find out
How
about
are
the
you
history of this
doing?
creature.
Oh, I suggest
I
it.
am, like,
And you've come to the right
over the
person.
moon excited
My
about
knowledge
tomorrow.
far exceeds anyone else you might have met so far.
So,
But
you
I'm
know,
so happy you could
I
make it
suppose
tonight.
I could divulge some of my findings with you. If you're in the mood for a little light reading, let me find it for you. Oh yeah, this'll do.
Maybe,
Something for,
Birdie, what I'll
beginners,
do
at least.
is I will get Ravioli this game for her birthday. And then you can play it too. Seeing as her birthday is coming sooner than Christmas. Oh my goodness.
So, Mr. Folder.
This is
Agent
amazing.
Folder.
Agent Folder.
Yeah,
Okay.
were you here yesterday? What were you doing last night?
I was here in the museum, going through my files one final time before disappearing.
Got off of work and my kiddo into bed and now I'm having
Okay,
some
the
dinner at
answers are
8:40.
those
That's
in
okay. Susie,
They do.
I ate dinner at like
I've never been
9:20
one to
last
worry
night.
about
So
other
you
people's
beat
schedules.
me.
I come and go as I
You're
please. There's a
Yeah, what are
key
you
to
eating?
every
I
lock,
ate mac and cheese at
Detective.
9:20 last
Oh,
night cuz
so you have the key to the museum?
pregnancy.
Of course I don't. Why would you think that?
Well,
Once again, that clueless expression. I use a lockpick and get in through the small side door. I have a right to be here, you see. Remington has no business locking me out, so I don't let him.
You just admitted to breaking the law. If everyone did that, my job would be a lot easier.
Not
It's
my
a
best
burrito,
lockpick. This
yum.
new one's cheap. I used to own one, a superior model. Unfortunately, I misplaced it in one of the darker corners of the swamp, so I don't.
I'm writing down your confession.
You don't want to know what time I eat dinner. Oh
You
no,
gonna do,
Maggie.
Remington? Good luck, my friend.
I need to pick my questions carefully.
Oh, wait. I found inside. Wait. Apparently, I have gestational diabetes, but my numbers have been perfect all day, so I'm testing my limits, I guess. Yeah. Hey, at the end of the day, nourishment is what matters. I need to pick. Maggie, oh my goodness. It was found outside the treehouse though. I found near. There we go. Okay.
The lockpick
There we go.
I found near the treehouse.
It's not dinner at that
belonged
point.
to Agent
I mean, it's
Folder.
dinner
Oh,
for my
that's
husband when he
nearly
works
right.
third shift. So it's not correct. Hi, Catherine. Welcome in. That one?
The lockpick
There we
I
go.
found near
Got it.
Remington's body
I ate
might
breakfast at
belong
2
to
p.m.,
Agent
Birdie.
Folder.
Oh,
as
no.
far as I know, Agent Folder is experienced with lockpicks. I wonder if he's hiding something.
That's fantastic, though, Susie. That is fantastic. Dinner is a state of mind. Dinner is a state of mind, Maggie. I have not done the test yet. I need
have
to
a
get
bone
some
to pick
more.
with you.
Are you setting yourself up for a joke?
I'm
Something
beyond
about a
due
lockpick?
for it. If I was
Maybe. Who
seeing
knows? Stop distracting me.
my normal
I'm trying
OB,
to
she'd be
interrogate
mad at
you.
me.
My apologies. Go ahead.
But I need to
So,
get some more
what are we
test
showing
strips
Folder
for my
now?
meter. I haven't done that yet. I should do that. Oh, crap. Okay, wait. I don't understand.
Where did I
There we go.
find this again?
What week am I? That's a great question, Maggie. Fourth baby, I keep forgetting to check. 26 plus 4. So. Golly, that's 26. That hurts my brain. Hurts my
I
brain.
found a lockpick at the scene of the crime.
Well, apparently you did. Why does this concern me?
You already admitted to owning one of these, and how you're ever so happy to come and go as you please with it, am I
Oh
right?
man.
Be honest.
Luckily for me, Detective, I
So
was
sorry,
honest with you.
26 and
I
so
believe
20,
I've already
26
explained
weeks
that second
and 4
lockpick
days. So 26 plus
before
4.
you even
Yeah.
found it.
Almost 27.
You lost your lockpick in the swamp and had to buy a new one.
That's right. I appreciate you finding it for me.
Yes, I am
However,
like,
won't ask
I
for it
am
back.
like
Apparently it has
right
since become some
behind you.
diabolical instrument in the art of murder.
Yeah, it's an important piece of evidence.
Can I look
see.
at that? Journal belonged to the
First discovered
Explorer.
boggy in this.
Okay. Out we go. As if I can't do 40 minus 11. 20, yeah, 29 plus 2. That makes sense. That makes sense. Sounds good, Birdie. I really love the animation. It's so cool.
Someone please tell me why there's a house here. Well, the lights are on. Maybe somebody's home. The latch is broken on this door. Seems I can fix it with those 3 cogs.
From
I just put them in the right
From
place.
your lips to God's ears, Max.
Once
Hey,
they're on the right pins, I can move the handle at the bottom to try and open the door.
I am a firm, like, due dates are guest dates person. So, early but not too early, yes. Do I have to use all of them?
Perfect. I am amazing.
Fully cooked but early. Potter Puff! Horror movie fan, welcome in, guys. Oh. Well, I have a good amount of people here. Somebody made an anonymous donation on Tuesday night, which thank you. But due to a mistake on my end, shipping information was not collected for the reward items that you chose. So if you're here, I'm not asking you to identify yourself in chat. I understand wanting to be anonymous. However, if you can private message me either on Instagram or you can find me on Discord, so that I can get shipping information to send you those things, I would appreciate it. Just because I want everyone who redeemed rewards to get their rewards. So, if that was you, please contact me so that we can get you what you ordered. Please.
I'm enjoying.
Okay.
A little blanket on a little bed in a little house.
Aw.
It makes very little sense.
No, it makes sense. Maybe the person who lives here is little.
You just walked straight into my house, did you?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I misunderstood something on the fundraiser page, in terms of the rewards, that I should have clicked to tell people that I needed their shipping information. So that is on me, and I'm going to have to contact everybody, which I am in the process of doing, who redeemed rewards on Tuesday. But specifically, somebody redeemed rewards anonymously, and so I don't have contact information for them. So, 100% my fault. This is the first time I'm doing this. This is the first time I'm using the website. It's fixed now, so if people redeem rewards, it is fixed, and it will ask for shipping information, and I won't have to do it again. But, yeah, it was that it was, yeah.
Sorry, I would have rung the bell, but you don't have one.
Normally, I have methods for dealing with unwanted attention. But
Sounds
I can
good,
make
Holly. Have a
exceptions
great
for
night. Thanks
harmless
for being here.
idiots.
Do you get any attention up here?
Most of the time, people like to leave me alone. But I don't think you're going to, are you?
Thank you.
I could make an excuse and say something to ask you about last night, but to be honest, I climbed all the way up here.
This
and
is
I
just
like being
the first
indoors.
thing I pulled out of my
Well,
closet
if
this
you
morning
insist
because
on
my
staying,
husband's father
I'll
was
tell
coming
you.
over and I needed clothes.
I'm Lady Woodbridge, and I think you might be climbing up the wrong trees.
She looks like
I'm
a leaf.
Detective Grimoire, and I think I might agree with you. What do you do here? Did you work for Richard Remington?
I was living here before that man was even born. And I have absolutely
Potter, yeah,
nothing to
Birdie
do
is here. She's just lurking
or
right
this
now.
little tourist attraction.
You're exaggerating. How long have you been here? Just in this treehouse? What do you do up here?
I've been here longer than anyone. Even longer than, well, anyone.
I do. Yes.
I like numbers.
60 years, something like that.
What have
The
you been doing
animation
for
is
that
similar. It reminds me of,
If you
yeah,
don't
horror
mind
movie
me
fan.
asking.
It reminds me of Samurai
I have
Jack
many
and
reasons to be here, but I won't bore you with all the details of
the
I'm
OG
sure there's
animation
one
on
detail worth
on
writing
Star Wars
down.
Clone Wars
I
because they're
like
by the
to
same
study
people.
the plants and flowers in this area. I've learned many things from them.
What about this little chemistry set you've got on your table?
I wouldn't call it a
A chemistry set.
but if you bring me an object that has liquid on it or inside
It is, yeah,
I'll
huge
tell you what
throwbacks.
that
Two of
liquid
them right
consists
there.
of.
Wow. How do you do that?
Chemistry.
It's not a chemistry set, but the red and green species only grow around the side door of the museum and can't be found anywhere else. Interesting. My husband watched the Clone Wars series growing up, and after we got married, right before our first kid was born, he was like, "You've never seen this? You have to see this. It helps with so many things. There's so much lore you have to know." And so he made me watch all of Clone Wars with him. And to be fair, it was fantastic. We even watched some of the Bad Batch, but there was a lot of it to watch.
Your job is to ask me about what happened last night.
Do you even know what happened last night?
I know more than you might imagine.
No. That sounds useful. Can you tell me? What were you doing?
I was here, in my house, by myself.
Okay.
What else?
That's it.
Thanks. Just give me a minute to write all this down.
All right. She
There's
knits.
a whole load of needles and wool on that shelf. Or should I say yarn? I just don't know anymore.
Okay.
Check out that sunlight beaming through the window. It's so bright I should have brought my sunglasses.
Oh, look, here's the cafe. Okay.
Predictably, a trash can. And I just can't resist taking a look inside. The glamorous life of a detective. My favorite part of the job. Maybe there's something underneath the trash in here.
This is one thing Nancy Drew doesn't do enough of, digging
Hello,
through other
what's
people's
this?
trash.
Or something more.
Something more sinister. Designs for a boggy costume? What?
Are we really talking about a swamp creature here? The costume design
Awesome.
I found in the trash can explains what Burrow's black and white photo is showing me. My detective's intuition is kicking in. That black and white photograph, I'm not sure I'm looking at the real boggy here. And I
can
think
see the
these
gloves.
designs I found in the
I
trash
love how
can might
oven
be
mitt-
the answer.
This looks like
I'll ask
oven mitts,
around,
and
see
I
if
love
anybody
it.
knows anything about this. Oh, and I should start looking for the costume itself. If I can find that, there'll be some pretty impressive evidence.
Oh, he made it to chapter 2. Look at that.
I
Oh,
have something for you.
Another gift already. Where are you keeping all this stuff? You don't even have pockets in that dress.
I don't need a pocket to carry a key.
oh,
What key?
I don't know. You could try it on any door you like. Although, I recommend you try it on the office door.
Remington's office?
Mm-hmm.
she gave us a key. And we will use it after we talk to this guy. Since I'm here.
I heard they were sending somebody over. So you're Detective Grimoire.
At your service.
Oh my goodness.
Well, kind of. You're a suspect too.
Of course, of course. Feel free to be as suspicious as you like.
I love
I won't be
him.
offended. You can call me Harper.
How did you know my name?
I can only assume I must have read about one of your many exploits. But I think you'll find the swamp to be your greatest challenge.
I don't know why, but his accent is giving me cozy vibes.
I love challenge. I eat challenge for breakfast.
The swamp itself has a history that has captured many imaginations, for better or for worse. My advice to you, look to the past. It could be the way forward.
So,
This game is
go
so
away
great.
and sell food to people? To tourists, I guess?
Not just the tourists, but the employees too. To anyone who is hungry or thirsty. I know everyone's favorite
Everyone's favorite
What are
foods,
they?
huh?
Oh, and is this a real shipwreck? How did it get here?
foods. I can't expose all the secrets of the swamp. I don't want to spoil your fun.
Is there a secret to this shipwreck?
No.
You just spoiled my fun.
You'll find out there are some
Like an old dude from an old country, like you know you can trust. Yes!
Well, how long is that?
I've worked in a swamp almost as long as Mr. Remington. We knew each other for a long time.
Really? So what was his favorite food?
Mr. Remington enjoyed a specialty only I can make. The bog dog.
The
He had
bog
one
dog.
nearly every day. A real creature
Thought
of
I
habitat
just
one.
hydrated.
It looks like a hot dog.
It's similar, but I'm afraid I have to disappoint you. I'm not serving them today.
Why
I
not?
had to pause the stream because Dr. Bob
Yesterday,
called
I
about
found
picking up dinner.
this
Yum!
strange
What are you
green
getting
powder in
tonight,
my
Max?
entire supply.
Guess I'm out of luck today. Well, thanks for the information. You've been a real big help.
Wait, take this with you. If you get
Olga's,
thirsty,
oh my
there is
goodness!
popular drink in Boggy's Bog.
I haven't thought about
Swamp
Olga's in
juice.
forever.
It looks like it.
Oh
looks-
my goodness.
Well.
You just
I'll
unlocked
try
cravings I
some
didn't even know I had.
Later on.
You're in luck. That's my last bottle.
I
A
want
lot of swamp
Snackers
juice has been disappearing from my
And their
stock
orange
recently.
cream freezy
I can only
thing.
assume I must have been selling them all.
Did something strange happen at the cafe yesterday?
Oh. Wait. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is a really weird. Okay, hang on. Richard Remington left the cafe feeling ill after a bog dog. Wait. After Harper sold him, maybe?
Richard Remington left the
that was
cafe feeling ill after
Aw.
Hopper sold him some swamp juice. Ooh, that's nearly right.
Nearly right. Okay. Poor sweet baby Susie.
Richard Remington
There we go. It was
left
a bog
the
dog.
cafe feeling ill after Hopper sold him a bog dog. Hopper is basically in charge of all the food and drink here in Boggy's Bog. I'll have to ask him about this.
Okay, he's giving me Tevye vibes. Which is, I think, why he's such a cozy character for me. Because Fiddler on the Roof is a comfort watch. Which I just got to spend a few more minutes with him. I mind much less when I'm still up. When it's 1 a.m., not as much. Yes. There's like a sweet spot for me. Right after I've put them to bed, I'm like, can you please just go to sleep? So I can have 5 minutes. And then there's like they wake up before I go to bed and I'm like, oh honey, I love you, it's gonna be okay. And then it's 1 a.m. and I've finally fallen asleep and I'm just like, please sleep, please, can we please just sleep through the night. Pretty please.
You're going to ask me about what I was doing last night.
I was going to. Were you going to tell me anything?
I was working here at the cafe in the evening, and I had a couple customers. Eventually they all left and I looked up
We
and
use the
went home.
hatch ready weight color
lock
system and
away
he's been going
everything at
rogue
night?
lately. Oh no.
Not everything, just the storeroom over
I'm
there.
pretty sure my toddler
You
would
mean
just
that little
unplug
door on the
it
side of the ship?
and
Is there anything else along?
play with it.
I leave the chairs, tables, and trash can where they are. Lifting things
We
like
have not
that is
tried
not a
that
job
yet.
for an old man.
Don't you have anyone to help you?
I
Mr.
have
Remington
wondered.
liked to keep us down to his skeleton stuff. There simply aren't
PJ
many
time,
people who
Potterpuff.
choose to work in a place like
Get
this.
cozy.
A skeleton staff? Well, that's convenient for him since...
Don't make that joke. I won't laugh.
Coming into my your room with your cat and his slinky dog toy. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Oh, that's funny. What did ours woke us up yesterday because our 4-year-old and our 2-year-old sleep in the same room. And try waking up to slinky noises. They have a walk-in closet in their bedroom, which serves as quite a bit of our storage, and there is a child safety lock on it so that they can't get into it. Or so I thought. Apparently they played with the handle enough yesterday that they got in, and I heard the like sound of the handle a couple of times, and then the creaking of the door, and then their voices got very muffled. And I was like, they're in the closet. That's not a good thing. And yeah. We had to have a very serious conversation about how there's things in the closet that could fall on them that are bigger than them, and they don't want that. And, yeah. My 2-year-old, when I told her that could fall on you and it would hurt, she goes, I don't want it to fall on me. And I was like, no, you don't. You really don't.
Someone made a
She was
costume
shocked,
to
though.
look like the creature. They must have known it would get a reaction for sure. But I wonder if they planned things to go this far.
When you're
The kids under the age of like 7 have no sense of self-preservation. Who am I kidding? Kids over the age of 7 don't really have much of a sense of self-preservation
Does seem
either.
like someone was designing a costume. In disguise, perhaps.
I don't know.
Try to think why somebody would do such a thing.
I don't know.
What could they achieve with it?
I don't know.
Not yet.
We locked his door from the outside for a while when we were switching from crib to bed for safety purposes, so he wouldn't wander around the house at night. Yeah. My girls still have they have a child lock on the inside of the door so that I can get in and out because the lock is on their side of the door. And they would not sleep. They would be all over the house in the middle of the night. And since I don't have baby monitors, all through the house, and we're completely on opposite ends, they are all the way at the other end of the house because of how it's set up, I feel safer when they can't leave their room. I feel like they're safer when they can't leave their room. So a lot of swamp juice has disappeared from the stock recently. That's like my nieces. They are 4 and 3. We went out and the 4 was afraid of the statue, but the 3-year-old wasn't afraid. It was a dragon. It's funny. Yeah. Kids are funny. Oh wait, go back. My oldest definitely is also not ready for nighttime potty training yet.
It's a humble gift shop wagon.
But
The brightly colored...
they can call us at any time because there's the baby monitor in there. And I can respond to them or go to them
It's a
if I
map
need
of the
to.
swamp. Mine seems a little older than this one, though.
Exactly. I'd much prefer they be safe than be wandering around my house in the middle of the night when they wake up. Like one time, right after we moved the now 2-year-old into the now 4-year-old's room, I had pulled her out because she was still nursing, and so I took her out because she was crying and really, really upset. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I was sitting in a chair, and it was one of the first nights my husband was working third shift, and so I was alone, and I like semi-dozed off, and next thing I know, my then 3-year-old like was right next to the chair going, "Mommy, I got out of bed," and I jumped so far out of my chair when that happened. I was so scared because she was sound asleep when I took the other child out of the room. But good gracious, that child can whisper shout like nobody else, and also is very, very quiet when she wants to be. Bedside visits. Oh, yes. Oh my goodness. And that was before I had a lamp too, so it was like pitch black, and she was suddenly right next to me, and I was just like, I don't know if I'm still alive. I think I had a heart attack. I don't know. I was like, go back to bed. Go get in your bed. I will come hug you in a second. Oh my goodness. It was startling.
It's a humble gift shop.
No, I want to talk to her. I thought I clicked on her. There we go.
Sorry to interrupt. I can see that you're, hard at work.
You weren't here yesterday.
Oh, he doesn't have plugs, and I can't put a night light out there, so, and I like it. Yeah. I like it dark when my husband is home. The hatch nightlight is helpful. There's a hall light that I can turn on when I need to, but my oldest will not sleep unless it's pitch dark. She has always been that way. So.
Did you miss me?
You're the detective, right?
Sally.
I'm a detective.
So they don't get one in their room, but I can turn on the hall light to go and get,
spotted it too.
like, see what I need to
If you're
see
good
in
at your
there.
job, you may have realized that it's kind of dead around here. So
A little bit.
I generally notice magical floating detective hats.
Oh, did you find his
don't
hat?
worry. You look better without it.
Oh, okay.
How do you know?
Oh, I have a good imagination.
Hey, that would work.
I didn't expect to see someone your age working in a place like this. But then again, I didn't expect there to be a place like this in a place
In a
like
place
this.
like this.
I only started working here this year anyway. It's temporary. Just running the gift shop, sharing a little
It's
extra
so
money.
bright
Don't
in
ask
here.
how
Oh
I
my
got here.
goodness, that's
I'll
hilarious.
save that question for a different day. You don't seem at home here exactly.
I hate it. This place is disgusting.
Come on, you don't think it's kind of beautiful?
You would say that. You only just got here.
Oh, okay.
You'll get sick of it.
If I wasn't here, I'd be stuck in my office doing paperwork.
At least at your office, you don't have to bring spare clothes every day. It's
Ooh.
impossible to leave this place without being covered in dirt.
Challenge accepted.
My oldest is super duper light sensitive. She's got, she's very moody. She is very moody. I feel her vibe, and I appreciate it. She has issues with her eyes. She wears glasses. Very, very strong glasses at 4 years old. And she's very light sensitive with them. She's even more light sensitive without them. So if she gets anything besides the hall light in the middle of the night, she is either wide awake or she's screaming at me because it doesn't feel good.
When you have a moment,
Which is hard. She yells at the sun when we're in the car.
I know, but it won't help. I worked
It's
here
kind of
during the
funny.
day, then left my
She's
gift
finally
shop
figured
and
out how to
went
close
evening,
her eyes,
same as
but
every day.
she used to scream at the sun. Just get
No,
angry with
I
it.
put it in my pocket.
Yeah, seriously though, as much as I appreciate sarcasm,
My oldest.
I'm in trouble if I wrote
My
something
4-year-old.
like that.
Well, look, you've noticed the
She
shop has
occasionally
wheels
still
and you're
screams at the
thinking,
sun.
Oh, she's pretty lazy to leave it lying around. But if you want to try
It's-
pushing this thing through the swamp,
It's hilarious.
my
We'll
best.
be
And
in
I
the
can't
car
lock it up,
and
so I just leave it
I'll
there
turn and the sun will
Nobody's
get in
ever
her face
stolen
and she'll
any
just
of
go,
this haunted merchandise anyway.
"The
I even let
sun!"
someone last night.
Go away! And she'll get so mad and we'll just go, honey,
Yeah, it's no big
close
deal.
your eyes
You
or
were
turn
still
your
here
head
this
the other
morning.
way, and she'll just, no, the sun. I'm like, I love
I
you.
think someone played a stupid joke, and my spare black leggings were covered in some disgusting swamp slime when I found them in the
It
bag
got
this
better
morning.
when she got
If
prescription
I'm going to take my
glasses.
clothes and mess them up, then just keep them. I don't want them back. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
that's adorable.
I
It's so bright
absolutely
outside,
do.
but it's what's inside that counts. That's hilarious. Left the bag in the swamp last night. Okay.
I have a theory. that
That's
the
so
murderer was wearing
cute.
A costume, a homemade outfit designed to look like a swamp creature.
I've never seen anything so ridiculous. You've never seen me in that.
I know it's not exactly the latest fashion, but
No, you'd never see me in that. It would cover me
Oh.
up entirely.
Oh, that's so sweet,
that's the
though.
point of a disguise.
Look, detective. When you have legs like mine, you don't want to be wearing disguises.
Is that why you always wear
Oh,
those
okay.
black leggings?
You've only just met me and you're making assumptions about what I always wear.
And making assumptions is the fun part of being a detective.
Oh my
You're
goodness.
right.
Nancy would agree with you,
always wear
Grimoire.
these.
Okay, alright. Can I show
I
you?
have no idea what that is. Where are you keeping all this stuff? In your pockets?
Yes. Can we talk about Harper?
Is that your new friend? Sweet.
Oh, okay. Can we talk about this
He
one?
made sure I always got paid, so I can't say anything bad about him.
You can if you like. He won't hear you.
We should have more respect for the dead.
Oh,
I know.
welcome back, Maggie. Sally is. I am loving Sally. She is great. Okay, that's where we came from. I'm still trying to figure out some of the navigation is tripping me up. Okay, we ended up back here. Let's go see if we can get into the office now. Oh, hello. You weren't here before.
Ah, you've arrived at a bad time, my friend. For once, they don't actually want tourists walking around this place.
I always arrive at a bad time. It's what I do. I'm a detective, not a tourist.
We saw a tree
My
lady that you
apologies.
would like,
It's
Birdie.
just you have the same
And we
wide-eyed
met
expression as the
a
kids that come here,
Russian cafe
running
owner.
around, spending their parents' money.
And we met Sally.
Well, you know, it's not every day.
And now
I
we're meeting
visit
this
a
guy.
swamp full of such unique specimens.
It's no problem. You're just thinking what we all thought when we arrived for the first time.
Why didn't they put in a bathroom?
No, you're thinking, this place is beautiful. What a lucky man I am to be here.
I am.
And we
am
talked
I?
about children
Well,
leaving
if
their
you
bedrooms
say
at
so.
night and scaring their
Edward
parents half to death.
Everstone, at your service.
That's a pretty cool name. Can I call you Ed?
Are he
You
and the
don't
tree
need
lady
to.
somehow
Everyone
related?
just calls
Maybe.
me Echo.
Echo, Echo.
Why? Because you'd bounce if I threw you against a wall?
What? No. Because I always come back.
Oh, okay.
Again and again, until my job is done.
You're protesting, right?
I certainly am. And now that you're here, I'm getting you involved.
What does that
Oh,
mean?
okay.
Yeah, I haven't got time to hold up signs for you. I'm sorry.
You simply have to hear my message and take it with you.
Go ahead. I'm all ears. Plus, I have a little notebook.
What was the first thing you felt when you saw the sign for Boggy's Bog looming over you?
Well, I thought it
Not
was...
thought, felt.
I felt... Well, something seemed wrong. There wouldn't be a tourist attraction in the middle of a swamp like this. There shouldn't be.
My job is done. Clearly your brain is working perfectly, Detective.
So you're against the tourist attraction? Yeah, let's see. You'd rather this area was kept as a natural habitat, right?
Right again. And that precise word, habitat. First and foremost, I'm protesting for animal rights.
Okay.
Okay, I'm following you, but it's not like they're cutting down trees or anything like that, right?
In
All animals
non-bluey
deserve the right
pajamas,
to
he
live
has
in
not so
peace,
suddenly
and I
requested
promise you, on a
bluey
normal day,
pajamas. It
this
was too
place
warm
is
for the one we
far from
had, so now I guess
I'm
I need to
talking about the
buy him
swamp
short
creature.
sleeve bluey
About
PJs.
Boggy?
Oh
A
no.
creature like that. He's earned the right to be left alone.
We're fools to invite ourselves into his home like this on a daily basis, assuming he's not going to mind. Assuming he'll keep to himself and let us walk around with his face on our t-shirts.
Well, I agree. I think he should be left alone. But like you
Interesting.
said, he can probably handle himself. And if no one has even seen him in 60 years, I don't really see the problem.
He checked
Unlike
the drawer
you,
himself
Detective,
after
I
my
never
husband
had
told
an
me he didn't
academic
have any.
calling in life. I
Oh.
was never even a talented artist or musician or anything. So instead,
Bluey
I made the
pajamas for
decision to
every
stand up
occasion.
for those who were getting a raw deal.
My oldest just got new nightgowns for her birthday because she really liked. We got her fleece nightgowns for the winter, but they're too hot now most of the time, and so she got new ones. And we also got some for the 2-year-old because she wanted some. And tonight, this is what started. This is what started the meltdowns tonight, actually, too. But wow, I'm tired. She asked me for the flower nightgown. What I didn't realize is she meant her younger sister's flower nightgown, so I got her flower nightgown out and gave her sister the other flower nightgown. And when she saw the 2-year-old wearing the flower nightgown that she wanted to wear, she lost her mind and would not accept "that does not fit you" as the correct answer.
What can you tell me about these designs for a costume? A boggy
It's
costume.
Boggy! I must admit, I've been a fan of his before I ever came to the swamp.
A fan?
I know.
So
How
you're
could life
interested
be
in
so
cryptozoology?
cruel?
Oh,
Hi,
no.
bud. We are. It
Boggy
goes.
has been in
We're
all
meeting
kinds of
everybody.
cartoons and comic strips.
We're on
He's one of
chapter
the
2.
greatest characters of the last 100 years. I've got some comics in my tent.
I can't.
You should
I
see
just
them.
can't, Susie. I don't know how she did it. I don't know how she
Oh,
survived.
that's true. Well, I buy it.
Typical
But
child
what about this
logic. It
costume?
doesn't fit.
Have you
Yes, it does.
seen anyone
Yeah.
wearing it?
I can honestly say
100%.
I've never seen anyone wearing anything like that. And I'm a very observant person.
Are you? You keep hiding behind your hat. Are you sure you're observant? Should I be talking? I should be talking to them about more things, shouldn't I? Like, I should be
A
asking
murder
about.
victim.
Since last night, yeah. But he was the owner of Boggy's Bog. Did you know him?
Not personally. To be honest, I'm quite glad about it.
Whenever my kid reacts dramatically to something like that, I'm like, wow, I cannot fathom living like you do. It is.
These
Yeah.
photos seem a little...
My brain does not wrap around the, like, lack of logic the way that it did when I was younger. Nope, that's settings. We don't need settings.
Even though I have it, this door has... So, which key should I use in each one?
Okay, this one? Oh, wait, okay. Oh. Okay, it's gotta be that one. Yeah. No, I mean, I worked with kids for most of my... Except for the time that I worked at Joanne Fabrics, most of my job experience is with children. But, not gonna lie, having my own kids 24/7 and the lack of reason in their brains just sometimes makes me want to, like, bang my head against a wall. Because I will explain something logically, and they'll still just be devastated about it, and I'm like, I love you. Can we maybe just stop screaming? Like, it's gonna be okay. The world is not ending.
The open window looks over the wooden planks outside. Oh, and on one side, a part of the curtain has been ripped off. An old hunting rifle, discarded carelessly near the window.
But what if it is? Yeah.
This isn't the kind
Yup.
of thing I can ignore.
Yup. 100%.
Remington's desk is covered in drawings and maps and notes. It's all about Boggy. He was obsessed. An ink bottle was spilled into his work. I'm sure he didn't do. Yeesh, it's a bit of a mess. Perhaps there's something underneath those drawings. It's a letter written before something. My dear fellow, I received your note 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
But
it's
I've only
not
recently found the
great
time to do the appropriate
now.
research of the matter. I feel like my time in this awful swamp might finally come to all due to the simple realization. The rest is obscured. It's a letter
Okay, I already did that. I thought maybe I could move it too. I can't.
It's a note addressed to Richard Remington.
Oh no, you're good.
The
You're good,
hand of
Birdie.
Richard, our man of the world. A little help's in order. We're worried that the efforts regarding our elusive little friend might be in vain. Send word when you can. The letter is signed FF. And attached is a blurry little picture. It's some kind of metallic insect.
Ooh.
The whole thing is a mystery. I have no idea. It's the handwriting, Richard.
I already read that.
And it's some Vincent Van Der Peer's business card. There's a couple of numbers scribbled.
Okay.
There's a map of it. It's been annotated.
Okay.
There's a map of this. It's been.
Okay, I already did that.
Photos and paintings line the wall above the fireplace, but one of the frames is empty. Wait a second. What are these pieces on the floor underneath it? This photo is ripped, but it looks important.
Puzzle!
If I can piece it together again, maybe it'll reveal a secret.
Yeah. It is starting to be reminiscent of, I washed the burrito down with Doritos and chocolate chip cookies, so let's see how the numbers look in the morning. You got this. You got this. It's gonna be fine. It is starting to remind me of their parents. Of
this photograph.
My grandmother's parents, specifically.
They're all holding. Maybe I can ask Harper about it.
Alright, we'll ask Harper about it. Okay, is there anything else that I can look at in here?
Hunting memorabilia. Claws. It would be an impressive collection if it wasn't so disturbing.
I mean...
I probably shouldn't leave until I've searched a bit more thoroughly.
Louis time is over, yes.
I probably
Oh, wait, I can't... But I looked at stuff.
This is the creep. No way. The open... Oh, and on...
I already looked at that.
Something... There are signs of a struggle.
Okay, there's signs of a struggle. Is that everything now?
I probably should.
No? Okay. Let's look at the bear rug.
Hunting nothing would. Photos and one of the tomatoes. This photo.
I already did that.
It's a sharp metal poker for a fireplace, hidden in the shadows.
Yay!
Something
That's so
about
exciting,
the
Susie.
I feel like I just stumbled across an incredibly...
Okay, it's covered in slime. Slime. And there's dried blood on it.
Have I uncovered a secret in here?
Okay. Huh. Excuse me. Oh, wait.
The hunting photo
There we go.
explains why the hunting rifle was found at the crime scene. No. There's
No?
something about Mr. Remington.
Oh.
hunting photo
Okay, I guess
is
that's it.
historical evidence that Richard Remington belonged to a secret society. I'm getting a strong feeling that Remington might be the bad guy in this story. If he wasn't already dead, I would have loved to ask him a couple of questions. I should ask around, see if I can gather any information about his motives for being here.
Chapter 3. All right.
It's a sharp metal poke, something.
Oh, I already clicked on that. I was trying to leave. Okay. Aw, that's fun. Yeah. Similarly, we're not having a sprinkle, but people always ask me what I need, so I have put together like a teeny tiny registry of things, because there's like, we have a lot, but this is also our 4th, and so a lot of things have been worn through.
Hey.
So there's a couple of things that I'm like, we could really potentially use some of this, but yeah, mostly diapers. Diapers are yes.
So what can you tell me about your
It's mostly so I can have fun with my friends. I like parties. So do I.
I think I spoke to him twice, ever. He usually seemed really busy.
Sorry, that reminded me of a movie.
Preoccupied?
I can't remember what movie.
Like he was thinking about something else? Something that wasn't this tourist attraction?
What movie?
Who can say? What do old men think about?
What? Are you implying that I know the answer
Why
to
can I
that?
picture it vividly, but I don't know what movie I'm talking about? I like parties. Oh, it's not a movie. It's Nancy Drew. It's Laurie Gerard. Thank you, Susie. I was like, we got there at the same time. I was like, the minute I said it in her voice, I was like, that's Laurie. That's not a movie. I was getting her and Karen from Mean Girls. I can't go out. I'm sick. Yes, Potter, yes. Thank you. Sorry, I got distracted by that thought. Yes, I just went the same way twice, guys. Oh my goodness. This navigation's gonna be the death of me. Alright, here we go. We need to talk to him. Yes, I am. I am having a 4th
You said you knew Remington?
baby
He and I knew each other
this
for a
summer.
long time. I came to work at his tourist attraction in the early days, when he needed help.
Well, what kept you here?
I know most people wouldn't want to work in a place like this. I actually like it here.
You know what? I love it.
You
It's
might like
okay.
it, but I still don't see why anyone would build a tourist attraction here.
Mr. Remington
Probably
has
because
his
I
reasons.
mostly
He probably
talk
had several.
about
I don't presume to know what they
I
all
mostly
were,
talk about my 2
even
older
though we were friends.
because
He had
my
some secrets,
1-year-old
some
is
hobbies that I was
1
happy to let him keep
and just
secret.
climbs things
Secrets?
and is really easygoing. So
A secret hobby?
most of the time it's
There
just
was a man with a
my
dream. I can
older
tell you
2 that
much.
get like that get funny stories. Thank you, horror movie fan. Yes.
One of Mr. Remington's secrets. I never wanted to know the details, but these men travel the world, seeking mysterious animals to hunt. They consider myths and legends to be the ultimate prey. That's Mr. Remington's old hunting rifle. He usually keeps it around. For whatever reason, he was very fond of that thing. Looks like it was fired recently.
Interesting. Oh, we can challenge. Let's do
I
it.
was told Remington left the cafe looking ill last night. Since you seem to be completely in charge of all the food and drink around
Ooh,
here,
it could
I'm
be.
afraid this is something I can't ignore.
I didn't think of that.
He was an old
That's
man.
funny though.
His health wasn't perfect. But I'm not arguing with you. I think it is suspicious. What do you think caused it?
What do I think caused it?
Poison.
A
Poison.
bog dog he ate at the cafe gave him food poisoning.
I keep all my food locked in the storeroom when I'm not here. You think he was poisoned?
I think he was poisoned.
Poisoned by me?
Just generally poisoned.
The storeroom was broken into with a lockpick.
A lockpick? Never encountered a problem like this before. But since last night, am I in a position to doubt a claim like that?
Somebody knew that Remington would eat a bog dog. He ate one every day, right?
Do you suppose this explains the missing bottles of swamp juice as well?
Oh. Yes, it does. Feels like I'm done talking to him. Okay, that's helpful. Let's go talk to this one.
I found these designs for a boggy costume. Do you know anything about them?
You're asking me because you can tell I'm experienced.
This
with
is the tree
needlecraft
woman.
And sew my own clothes.
No, but that's a good reason. Let's go with that.
Well, these designs look like they should have stayed where they were.
In the trash?
On paper.
Oh, how come?
Whoever drew them didn't really know what they were doing.
You would have done it differently?
Of course. I am a seamstress. There was a time when I considered sewing my craft, my livelihood.
Really?
When Richard Remington arrived in the swamp years ago, I offered him some of my handmade fabric as a peace offering. I don't think he cared much for it. Most likely he threw it away. A pointless gift from some strange woman.
You've been here so long, you must have crossed paths with Remington a few times. What did you think of him?
That man was a threat to the swamp. We'll be better off without him. Hopefully the curtain will fall on his little tourist attraction as well.
Better off? With a killer on the loose now?
There have been murderers loose in the
Reminds me of a
swamp
conversation with a small
before.
group last night
What are
about
you
how a
talking
woven
about?
garment could be
In my
seamless.
time here, I've
Interesting.
seen the swamp invaded by men. By hunters. Several times. They're relentless.
What were they hunting? Wait, what about Boggy? Is that why no one has seen him in 60 years?
They always fell short of their ultimate goal. That just meant they came back again and again, doing more harm each time.
But this area is protected by law, right?
It is now, but some men have no respect for laws, of any kind. They tried to get me to leave my home. I stood my ground.
Obviously. But this whole area is a tourist attraction now. I doubt Remington would have allowed anyone to march into Boggy's bog with a gun and start hunting down its main attraction.
Yes, but... Ooh, okay, does
Let's
does
see.
this mean...
First thing you
Oh,
do is put the
okay.
sample of liquid into the cauldron, then tap the faucet.
Okay. Interesting.
And now, we just have to match the color of that liquid with these
Oh,
ingredients.
that's cool. Okay, let's try that. Yeah!
Got it.
First try.
Now I know what that liquid consists of. I'll write it down in my notes.
Awesome. Where's that picture?
I recognize some of those men. Unfortunately, they've hunted in the swamp before.
Before it became a protected area?
Thank you
Before
for the
that,
yay,
yes,
Butterpuff.
And one of them after that.
Let's see.
Oh, do I have to do all of
tap.
them? Interesting.
And
I wasn't
now-
expecting to have to do all of them.
Got it. Now I know I'll write it down. Ah, that looks pretty similar to last time.
They're samples of flowers that grow in this area. 2 of them you don't see very much anymore. And one of them only grows around the museum.
Interesting.
I'm not even sure who that is.
Oh, okay.
You should ask someone else.
I think it's just the dog.
Show it to someone who doesn't live in a tree.
Oh, okay.
A fascinating old woman who lives in a wonderful
Oh, I just asked her about
treehouse.
herself.
I'm not even sure who that is.
What was I gonna say? I don't even remember. Oh,
You should ask someone
seamless
else.
garments. Also reminds
I
me
have
of.
nothing good to say about that
Oh,
man,
okay.
so I won't say anything at all. Show it to someone who doesn't live in a tree.
It reminds me of the song Scarborough Fair. That's what I was gonna say.
I'm not even sure who that is.
She asks for a shirt.
If you bring me something with liquid on it, I might be able to help you.
Let's see. First contact.
So do I have to do... I guess I have to do all of them.
And now we... Got it. Now it... Alright. This was the exact... Let's see.
He's still gonna
First
make me do it,
contact.
isn't he? Interesting. Okay.
And now... Got it. Now I'll write it down in my... What's going on here? That was definitely... There's something about that green
Okay, cool.
slime.
Rinse and repeat so many times, yeah.
The fireplace broker found the crime scene and the black leggings.
I love that
covered in the
Sally's
same
legs are an
smoke
option.
slime.
That's hilarious.
Sally's leggings. They link her with the crime scene. I'll have to ask her about it.
Okay.
This is a 60-year-old journal. It was on display in a museum.
I know what it is.
I thought you might. I'm supposed to look to the past, right?
Okay.
Richard Remington
No.
built the museum
not
because
right.
the swamp creature was discovered by the explorers 60 years ago. Oh, that...
No, it doesn't make sense. Okay.
Lady Weybridge
There we go.
was living in the
Maybe.
swamp when the swamp creature was discovered by the explorers 60 years ago. Lady Weybridge. She was living here when Boggy was first discovered by the explorer.
Okay, cool. There we go. We unlocked the challenge topic.
I've been looking into the history of this place.
Oh, really? Did you find anything?
Yeah. You.
You must be confused. You found me today when you barged into my house. Remember?
You were already living in the swamp when the explorer came here 60 years ago.
The explorer? That man they talk about in the museum?
It's my dog
The
eating
one who
food.
originally
I just keep
discovered
hearing
Boggy.
something. I'm like,
You know
what is
who I'm
that?
talking about. His sketches and notes are the only real evidence we have for this creature.
You already have his journal. You learned to read, I assume. What else do you need?
Sounds good, Susie. Susie. See you tomorrow.
There's a page missing from the journal. I think
Have
you
a
know
great
where it
night,
is.
Susie.
Why on earth would I know something like that?
We do. We
Because
have
you were
a
the
standard
only
poodle.
person here when the explorer visited the swamp. I have a suspicion that the swamp creature wasn't the only thing he discovered.
You're suggesting he gave me a page from the back of his journal? Or what, that I stole it?
You took it from the journal
Oh,
while
nope.
it was on display in the museum. Let's think about this one again.
Darn it. This is the first challenge I've failed.
Been looking into the history of this place.
Oh, really? Did you find anything?
Yeah. You.
You must be confused. You found me today, when you barged into my house. Remember?
You were already living in the swamp when the explorer came here 60 years ago.
Yeah, that is
Explorer?
frustrating.
That man they talk about in the museum?
The one who originally discovered Boggy. You know who I'm talking about. His sketches and notes are the only real evidence we have for this creature.
You already have his journal. You learned to read, I assume. What else do you need?
There's a page missing from the journal. I think you know where it is.
Why on earth would I know something like that?
Because you were the only person here when the explorer visited the swamp. I have a suspicion that the swamp creature wasn't the only thing he discovered.
You're suggesting he gave me a page from the back of his journal? Or what, that I stole it?
I
There we
really
go.
have no idea. If I could see it, I might be able to make up my mind.
It doesn't belong in a museum. It belongs here, with me.
Oh, that's
You
really fun.
understand?
What if I promise I'll return it after I finish clearing up this mess?
Then I'll show it to you.
Is this you? He drew you into his journal? It's beautiful.
60 years ago, yes. He left the page with me. We agreed the rest of the world would manage without it.
I think there's
Aw.
something on the back. What's this? Footprints.
Interesting. They were not made by the real Boggy. Alright. He's gonna make me keep going.
First, and tap.
Alright. We have to test all of the things that we found
And now,
that have the slime on it. Because we have to make sure that they're all from the same place. Which, you know, makes sense.
got it. Now I'll write it down. The swamps. It's the exact.
Okay. Is that it? Bog
You
dog.
can put that away.
Okay. So I'm guessing we probably have to find more things with the slime. But I think for now we've spoken to her as much as we can. Oh, hello.
Oh! Aha! The great detective returns. Did you run out of ideas? Need a little push in the right direction?
You're the one who needs a little push.
Like it or not, I'm here to help you.
I get it. You give me a map, then you magically disappear and hide behind a tree for an hour. You want me to be impressed?
Did you talk to all the suspects yet?
I'm working on it. You can't rush these things, you know.
Have you noticed anything unusual?
I notice that this is going to take longer than I originally planned, and I'm getting the feeling that I wasn't wrong about this tourist attraction.
What do you mean?
I had a hard time believing there could be a place like this here in a dark corner of a swamp. It didn't make sense, and it still doesn't.
Some things don't make sense straight away. You need to look a little closer.
At what? The mud? The water? The trees?
Nope. They've been here for years, and they're not to blame. They belong here.
She's gone again. Hiding in a bush, no doubt. I wonder if she'll ever tell me something I can actually understand.
Is that where I came from? That should be where I came from, yes, because it goes up to the treehouse.
So,
found these designs for a boggy costume.
Oh, some ridiculous new merchandise for tourists to waste their money on.
No, I believe the murderer was dressed like this last night when they attacked Remington.
If they were trying to scare him out of the swamp, they should have spent more time making an accurate design.
I love that he has
Well, this design
a
is
file
some
folder
bizarre
in his
hybrid
pocket.
between the real creature and the cartoon character. It simply hasn't been researched
It's just
properly.
great.
And what's wrong with it?
Well, those flippers? Pure guesswork. Nothing but foolish imagination. Nobody knows what Boggy's feet look like. No footprint has ever been recorded.
So tell me, Special Agent Folder, how would you do a better job researching it if nothing has ever been recorded?
Oh, well, that's, I mean, it's all a matter of taking the time to... It's just that... But there's no way anyone would believe nothing but foolishness.
What can you tell me about your relationship with Richard Remington?
We didn't really have one, and now we definitely don't have one. But look, all I can say is that he was a coward who enjoyed watering down history for his own benefit.
Interesting.
It means there are some chapters of this swamp's history that he never wanted anyone to know about.
Did he like
Oh,
you
really?
sniffing around this museum all the time?
I don't think he knew, to be honest. And even if he did, there's nothing he could have done about it. He has no right to this building. He knows that. We both know that.
Why not? It was part of his tourist attraction, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't, huh? That was interesting. Are you guys getting a buzzing noise, or is it just me?
Is that the missing page of the journal?
I think so.
It's an important
weird.
artifact. It belongs in a museum.
Yeah, you're not wearing the right hat to be saying that.
Yeah, I'm hearing it too, and I don't know why. That's weird. It's like on and off. Okay, I might... Hang on. Autosave is on. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna... Yeah, it was coming from the game. So let me see if quitting fixes the problem, because it's almost like something triggered it. So let's see if this fixes it. Oh wow, we're at 78%. Maybe it's this. Maybe it's like actually in the museum. Okay, we're done talking to him. That's fine. Let's leave and see if the buzzing noise goes
Let's see
away.
here. First is...
It might literally be the fluorescent lights in the... Yeah, okay. It was part of the museum.
I don't think it's a window. This side of the...
It was part of the museum sound.
What can you tell me about these designs for a boggy costume?
Nothing whatsoever.
You're sure you didn't see anything like this?
I just wanted
while
to
you
make
were
sure it
filming
wasn't
yesterday?
something going on with my
Wait,
equipment.
Hold on a minute. What
Because-
have you...
Don't you dare ask.
This costume isn't your doing, is it? Made for your movie, I mean?
My friend, there will be no costumed idiots within the viewfinder of my camera. I can assure you that.
And what about your boggy movie?
Okay.
Isn't that going to be, like, a guy in a costume, or a puppet, or one of those weird robot things?
Technology has been kind to people like me. We no longer have any need for such tomfoolery. I can create a perfectly believable swamp creature within the confines of a computer.
Ah.
Much cheaper, too.
I suppose you've met with our murder victim, Richard Remington.
Yes, I've been in and out of this place for a while now. Naturally, I've crossed paths with Remington a number of times. Good value, that one. A real raconteur, you know.
You liked him? So far, I'm getting the impression he wasn't the most popular guy around here.
Well, that much is clear, isn't it? The man obviously slipped up somewhere, made an enemy or two, and bam, that's that. You just can't be too careful, can you?
Yeah, I think he did have an enemy or two. Or three.
Or
But
3.
you
Or
liked him.
4.
I respected him.
Ah.
Good head on his shoulders. Good business sense, that man. He understood how to make things work for him.
Okay. Yeah. I appreciate that Grimoire tells me when I'm done talking to people.
Oh?
I found these designs for a costume, a boggy costume.
Aha, the legendary swamp creature.
And then this guy
Yeah,
has like
that's the one.
zero chin.
But these are just a child's drawings.
I mean,
are
there
they not?
is, but he's mostly neck.
You think?
Perhaps. It's difficult to tell.
You saw Remington last night, but had you met him before? Did you know him?
I've never really spoken with him, but we've come into contact a few times. Vincent likes to handle that kind of work, and I like to let him.
What do you think of this place? The tourist attraction, I mean.
I can't say I like the idea of a natural area like this becoming commercialized.
I know. I just can't understand why anyone would even try.
I think Mr. Remington had his reasons. He looked like a man with a couple of secrets.
Like what?
I have no idea. If I knew, they wouldn't be secrets.
It's Ed, Ed, and Eddie. Oh, you know what? It is. That's funny. Alright, let's talk to this guy again.
You come here every day.
Yes, I do.
Well, I'm only going to ask you about one of those days. What were you doing yesterday evening?
I was here at my protest spot until fairly late. Then I went to get something to eat at Harper's Cafe before I...
Wait, you ate at the cafe here? Doesn't supporting a tourist attraction like that kind of go against your protest?
A man has to eat, doesn't he? I don't think the meager contributions of one person are going to keep this place afloat. Especially now.
And you're sleeping here? Doesn't it get cold at night?
Well, I came prepared, of course. I usually find myself with 1 or 2 extra layers to wear. Most of this bulk is padding, I promise you.
I'm sure it is. So you stayed here the whole night?
That's right. And I admit I may
Is
have
that like
heard
someone
some
being
stranger than
vegan-ish?
usual sounds floating around the swamp last night.
Floating
What
around the
kind
swamp
of
last
sounds?
night, huh?
It's impossible to say. This place fills with the most terrifying sounds at night. Hundreds of animals, some tiny, some much larger, awaken and make their own protests. Every night until the sun rises in the morning.
Insects make noises at night. Okay, I've written it down. So what did Mr. Remington think of you? I mean, protesting in the middle of a swamp every day.
It wasn't his swamp. If he ever truly thought it was, then he was even more of a fool than he seemed.
But he
Okay.
didn't like you hanging around, right?
That man was exceptionally skilled at ignoring me.
Okay.
Ignoring anything he didn't like.
So, what, he just left you alone?
He expected me to get bored and go home.
I know a couple of
He
people like
figured I'd
that.
get sick of this place and he'd have it back to himself.
But he didn't want it to himself, did he? He wanted lots of people to come visit all the time, surely.
I'm sure it says that in the brochure. Yes.
I wonder what others think of him. Okay. Well, hello.
You again. Ready with some cryptic advice, no doubt?
Don't let them take him.
Who? The murderer? That's my job. I gotta make sure that they...
No, the creature. Don't take him away. This place is his home.
Oh, Boggy. Hey, don't worry. I didn't really believe he could be, responsible for this mess.
You didn't?
Well, no. I don't believe he could ever hurt anyone.
So, he won't get in trouble?
Oh, sweetheart.
Well, he's been out here for what, 60
She went
years,
from being
hasn't he?
creepy
And stayed out of trouble for
to
that
being,
long.
like,
I have a feeling some detective isn't going to change all that in one day.
sweet and
Well,
sad.
In that case, he says, thank you.
That was adorable.
What?
we can do the challenge with Sally.
The black leggings you found in your bag this morning. They're covered in the same slime that was on the murder weapon.
Everything in this swamp is covered in slime. What's
There.
your angle, Grimoire?
Your black leggings were part of the murderer's costume.
Costume? Is that why someone took them out of my bag last night?
Well, you know, I don't have proof someone else took them.
If I had been wearing them when I committed a crime, do you think I would hand them over to a detective the second he shows up? Besides,
Fair.
look at them. What do you notice?
They're loose and stretched.
That's right, someone else. Someone larger than me has worn these. They're stretched out, especially at the waist. It's pretty obvious.
So, let's see. Somebody stole them to use in their boggy costume, and then put them back in your bag when they were done?
If you say so. It's not my job to know all the details. It's my job to sell souvenirs. Do you want a souvenir?
Oh, my, yes, but only if you choose one for me.
You look like you could use something to wind up. You can take this one.
Interesting. Wait, but can I ask her about Echo?
Yeah, I have a pretty good view of him from here. Anyone supporting animal rights is okay in my book. His protest used to have a bit more energy, though. He spends more time inside his tent these days.
What's he doing in there?
I'm happy to say.
Yes, I do.
There might be something I can ask Echo
I
about.
remember that.
Echo spends less time holding the protest sign and more time in his tent. I wonder if Echo can tell me what
There
he's
we
been doing
go.
this
We got the
morning
challenge
for
topic
his
for
protest.
Echo. Okay.
I heard you've been spending less time protesting recently and more time, in your tent. Normally I wouldn't pry, but it's my job to ask.
Untouched people have even noticed something like that. I usually get the impression everyone else is doing their best to ignore me.
So, you admit it's true?
You can put your notebook away. There isn't really any reason for it. Nothing worth writing down, at least.
Well, if it's not worth writing down, maybe it's worth hearing.
In that case, you'd forget it.
How do you know? Maybe it would echo in my mind.
Look, if you take a guess and get it right, I promise not to deny it.
Let's work out why Echo was hidden away in his tent. Notebook time.
I have a silly nickname.
You've been in your tent, hiding from Boggy.
Why not?
Oh, okay. Cool. Alright.
I'm afraid I have no idea.
Okay.
I think it's time I went to talk to Officer James.
Oh, okay. The beginning of the end.
You finally returned. Well, did you find the swamp creature? Where is he?
I didn't find him.
What? You're not getting paid to wander about aimlessly, Grimoire. Get back out there.
I don't need to.
Why not? I thought he was our prime suspect.
Well,
Ooh, okay.
not anymore.
Didn't you find photographic evidence of Buggy from last night? Let me see that photo. If that's not Buggy, what is it?
I found designs for the costume in a trash can. Not only that, I collected all the pieces of the costume
I
myself.
didn't, though. I don't have the head.
Nearly all of them. There's still the one that...
The footprints at the scene of the crime! How can you prove these don't belong to a real creature?
I don't have the head. Where's the head?
What's this? I thought there were no records of a footprint anywhere.
No public records. The footprints at the crime scene don't match the ones on this page. They were just a product of these slippers. A part of the costume.
But Grimoire, this costume, it doesn't have claws of any kind. How do you explain the 3 wounds on the victim's chest?
The prongs match up with the wounds perfectly. The handle's even covered in slime, see?
Ah, but this swamp slime was one of the reasons Buggy became a suspect in the first place. Surely this only incriminates the creature further.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? But that slime, it's...
He reminds me of
not
someone
exactly
too.
what you think.
I also don't know. Excuse me.
But that slime, it's... This stuff has an uncanny resemblance to the so-called swamp slime. A bunch of it.
Oh, maybe
stored
not,
for
but
store
maybe.
in the
Ooh,
cafe,
okay.
Which reminds me,
What is that exactly?
a poisoned hot dog. It's the second reason that the murderer broke into the storeroom. He put this green powder on the entire supply, just to make sure.
To make sure of what?
To make sure Remington got ill and had to return to his office.
Remington went back to his office? Alone?
Okay, here we go.
I've been looking through your evidence, Grimoire. One piece in particular seems critical to me. I think we need to work
The
out.
video footage? Vincent Vanderpeer filmed it last night, at the exact moment of the murder, I believe.
Well, exactly. I think we can both agree these sounds in the background. They're essential in our mystery. Could you talk me through them? Just rearrange the descriptions on the left to match the sounds on the right.
Okay.
Drag them around and keep swapping until you're happy with the order. And if you want to hear the sounds again...
No problem. I can always check my case.
Okay.
I think that's it.
Ah, excellent. There's just 2 small details bothering me.
This
First
is
of
so
all,
cool. I am
Remington
really
ripped
enjoying
off a
this.
piece of his curtains. Why wasn't it found at the crime scene?
Oh.
What happened to it?
What did happen to it? I don't know. Oh my goodness, I hear the cat. I'm missing 2.
Why wasn't it found at the crime scene? What happened to it? Why wasn't it found at the crime scene?
Can I not, do I have to, how do I? Oh no. How, is it possible to go back? I'm missing 2 major clues. That's what I'm wondering. Do I...
Why wasn't it found at the crime scene? What happened to it?
I don't have the clue. I don't...
wasn't it found at the
Oh my
crime
goodness.
scene? What happened to it?
Did I kill it? I don't know what to do. Okay, hang on. How?
Why wasn't it found at the
Oh,
crime
wait,
scene?
wait, okay,
What
hang
happened
on.
to it? Why wasn't it
No,
found at the
okay.
crime scene? What happened to it?
Oh no, I didn't mean quit all the way. Ah, I thought it would just take me back to the main menu. Okay. Well, maybe this will take me back to my save. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. All right. Let's go find the clues. I was like, I know it autosaves, but I was like, oh no.
I'm impressed someone like, and I'm impressed someone will... It's a cult piece.
Okay, so I would need the number.
Looks like this path. I can't...
I'm just gonna go back through.
So, this is where they found... I don't like it. There are and back down into the... This is the creep.
I'm just gonna walk back around everywhere real fast. Trying to figure out what, if anything, I didn't click on. Or didn't find. Because I don't seem to be able to complete.
I'm indoor. The owner of this, though, this is like, it's...
I don't think I can complete it unless I find.
There's a little lock. I think it's part of the...
Yes, please. I would take a hint, Maggie, yes.
A shipwreck? And why is there a cafe going...
I need to look around the gift shop. Okay. Thank you.
It's a humble gift shop. What?
Oh.
Wow.
There's the boggy head. And the fabric. Thank you.
It's some kind of... There's a string. 2 clues for the...
Awesome. Alright, now let's go back and talk to him. I think it was just those 2. Because if I look at this, I've got all of them now. So I tried to play Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, and because I had it from the library, it was glitchy. I could not play it properly. But I did play Carmen Sandiego's Great Chase Through Time, and it remains one of my like all-time favorite games, and I desperately want to make it work so that I can play it, because it's a favorite game of mine.
Well, did you find the swamp creature? Where is he?
I didn't find him.
What? You're not getting paid to wander about aimlessly, Grimoire. Get back out there.
I don't need to.
I know. I need
Why
to...
not? I thought he was our prime suspect.
I found a
Well,
download of
not
it because I don't have
anymore.
it on disc, but the
Didn't
problem
you
is
find
that it
photographic
uses
evidence
the
of
Learning
Buggy
Company
from last
launcher, and the
night?
Learning Company
Let
launcher
me
is
see that
completely
photo.
defunct. So
If that's not Buggy, what
it
is
won't
it?
play through the Learning Company launcher.
I found designs for the costume in a trash can.
So I have
Not
to
only
figure
that,
out how
I
to...
collected all the pieces of the costume myself. Well, nearly all of them. There's still the one
But
that...
the footprints at the scene of the crime! How can you prove these don't belong to a real creature? What's this? I thought there were no records of a footprint anywhere.
No public records. The footprints at the crime scene don't match the ones on this page. They were just a product of these slippers. A part of the costume.
But Grimoire, this costume, it doesn't have claws of any kind. How do you explain the 3 wounds on the victim's chest?
This is really cool.
Claws
I'm
match
really
up with the
loving
wounds perfectly.
the style of all of
Handles and
this.
covered slime, see?
This game is just great.
Ah, but this swamp slime was one of the reasons Buggy became a suspect in the first place.
Smoker
Surely this
cat is
only
meowing.
incriminates the creature further.
You think so, wouldn't
She's
you?
very loud.
But if that slime, it's not exactly what you think. This stuff has an uncanny resemblance to the so-called swamp slime. A bunch
Could
of
I
it was
have
stolen from the
analyzed
storeroom of the
the-
cafe,
I
which
didn't think of that.
reminds me,
What is that exactly?
a poisoned hot dog. It's the second reason that the murderer broke into the storeroom. He put this green powder on the entire supply, just to make sure.
To make sure of what?
To make sure Remington got ill and had to return to his office.
Remington went back to his office? Alone?
Here we go.
I've been looking through your evidence, Grimoire. One piece in particular seems critical to me. I think we need to work out.
Video footage? Vincent Vanderpeer filmed it last night, at the exact moment of the murder, I believe.
Well, exactly. I think we can both agree these sounds in the background. They're essential in our mystery. Could you talk me through them? Just rearrange the descriptions on the left to match the sound. Drag them around. And
I've
if you
watched
want
Full
to hear
Metal.
the
I'm
sounds
trying
again,
to
you can
picture...
tap on them.
No problem.
Yoki. I'm trying to picture the
I can always
character you're
check my
talking
key.
about.
I think that...
Ah, excellent. There's just 2 small details bothering me. First of all,
I've watched all of
Remington
Full Metal.
ripped
I'm
off a
trying
piece
to
his
think of the
curtains.
character. I'm gonna have to
Why
look.
wasn't it found at the crime scene? What happened to it? Why wasn't it found at the crime?
Turns out the murderer took that piece of fabric and concealed it inside the head of the costume. Then he fled the crime scene to hide all the parts in different areas of the swamp.
Ah, well, that's my problem. If Remington fired his rifle, how did the assailant survive and manage to
Oh,
escape?
yes.
Did Remington miss his target?
At point blank,
Yes.
a man of his experience? I don't think so.
I agree
In
with you.
fact, the
I just
answer
couldn't-
to that question
It's been a while.
is the very last link
I
in our
completely
chain.
see it now,
The
though.
one thing that has eluded me so far. I'll drag the clue items from the left onto my drawer, and we'll see what happens when we compare it with the original design I found.
Wait, you never found the body piece, the torso.
You're right, and I never would have found it. Not lying around. Not like the others.
But what does this have to do with the murderer surviving the rifle shot?
This torso is probably made out of some thick material. Something covering the culprit's entire upper body. I believe it may have even been enough to
To
soften...
soften the impact from a bullet. Aha!
Exactly.
Well, let's put your theory to the test. Where is that last piece of the costume?
It's in the tent, right? It's got to be in the
How?
tent.
We looked everywhere. Not a single clue.
Simple. He's still wearing it.
What about the tent? Can I get into the tent? I want to get in the tent.
What do you want with me? Sounds like you two were smart enough to uncover the real criminal in this swamp, and lucky enough to have somebody else deal with him for you. You worked it out. He had his rifle on him. He got half a glance at me and pulled the trigger without hesitation.
But why would he do that? You were dressed as Buggy. He shouldn't be pointing his gun at a unique scientific specimen, not to mention his main attraction.
You're right. It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense, does it? Not unless you're in on the secret. The hunting photo can't be proof that Richard
Oh,
Remington
can't be. I got
was
it mixed
here to
up.
hunt Boggy. The hunting
There we
photo
go.
leads me to believe Richard Remington was here to hunt Boggy.
Here we go.
A secret society, an order of hunters, seeking out mysterious and elusive creatures.
The order goes further than this one man, and much further than this one swamp.
The whole thing is kind of distressing. I knew something was wrong as soon as I stepped into that office.
I'm glad you've finally come around. It's not just
But what about Remington?
Officer James keeps interrupting people,
this
and I
order?
just want to,
He
like,
made Boggy his own
smack him
personal
on the brim of his
project,
hat.
his own obsession. For years he hunted the creature, the potential perfect addition to his collection.
But he owned the tourist attraction. He set it up himself, didn't he?
He did. It was just his way of forming a legal loophole. Since the area became protected, he and his friends were unable to come here for hunting anymore. Boggy's Bond was just a front for his own little game. A man pursuing a creature.
A creature that might not even exist.
And that's why Remington kept a rifle nearby at all times?
Well, exactly. He didn't want to take any chances.
Now, don't you see? I did this place a service. Did Boggy a service. That creature, he can live in peace again.
Can he? You tried to frame him for murder. You wanted everyone to think he was some kind of ruthless predator?
Well, think about it. Once he became suspected of murder, they'd have no choice but to shut this whole place down. Everyone would finally realize they had no business here.
Interesting.
But he's not a killer. You're the one who...
Detective,
You. It's...
it's finished. Don't be angry. You should be glad. It's finally time to leave the swamp. You have another job to do.
I don't know.
Not that it makes any difference to somebody like you, but I never intended to kill him. Just to scare him. Convince him Boggy wasn't going to let him live here in peace any longer. But, true to form, he had his rifle on him. You worked out the rest yourself.
It makes a difference.
Well, Mr. Everstone, I'm afraid you'll still have to come with us. Fortunately, there's a police station just a few miles down the...
Hey, wait!
He looks so kind, like Yoda. I love him. I want to be his best friend. Come back, Bog Frog. Be my buddy.
Looks like you solved more than one mystery tonight.
We did it! That was so great. I love it so much. That was so fun.
Grimoire.
Oh, there's more.
What did they decide to do?
We had Mr. Everstone questioned. He was happy to tell us everything he knew. A number of rumors going around the department have been confirmed.
And Remington's office?
Searched down to the last detail. And well, we agree with you, but I know what you're thinking. I'd love to put an end to it, just the same as you. But there's always...
Are we going after them?
We better be.
Yay! Okay, we did it. Thanks for sticking around, guys. This was really fun. I love this game. This was amazing. Okay. I'm really excited to play the next one. So, I will be back on Tuesday. Actually, I'll be back tomorrow. Sort of. I am on Susie Should Be Sleeping. So Susie, who was in chat earlier, I am on her podcast tomorrow night on YouTube. That will be a live event starting at 8 p.m. And then I will be back on Tuesday with a fundraiser stream. We will be playing Curse of Blackmore Manor and Ghost of Thornton Hall all in one night. We're playing the top 2 scary games as voted by all of y'all on Instagram. And we'll be talking more about cystic fibrosis and raising some more money for the cause. I will be using my notes on Tuesday because that's a lot of Blackmore to get through if we want to play both games. I'll probably be playing on Junior Detective as well. But I love Ghost of Thornton Hall. It's a favorite. And I can get through that one really easily. So, let's find somebody to raid. And then we'll be playing, I'm trying to think. We will be playing Tangled Tower, which is the second Detective Grimoire game, next Thursday. Looks like Highly HP is playing Curse of Blackmore Manor, or I think is Iris still playing? Let's go support Iris. She's playing Shadow at the Water's Edge. Let's go raid Iris. Bring her some Clue Crew love. I still don't have a good raid message, so we're just gonna do that for now. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow night on YouTube and Tuesday night back here at 8 p.m. Thanks for being here. Have a great night, and I'll see you in the next one.